Every passing second there are an average of 9,500 commercial planes in the air all over the world. If seen on live plane tracker, almost the whole world is full of planes like flies. But there are some spots on the world map where we do not see a single plane. It seems that the planes are probably deliberately avoiding these spots, and indeed this is the case. Let us know which are the airspaces in the world where pilots do not take planes under any circumstances. And above all, what is the reason for doing this? Number 6. Tibetan Plateau. There is hardly any such large land area in the world which pilots avoid. Plateau. It is spread over an area of 2.5 million square kilometers, which is shared by a total of 9 countries. Geographically, it is a very important road for the planes, which can directly connect China to Europe and the Middle East. But as we can see in the live plane tracker, planes are bypassing this whole area. The biggest reason for this is the high mountain ranges found in the plateau, which starts from China and ends in Afghanistan via Nepal, Bhutan, where the average height of mountains is 14,000 feet and commercial planes normally fly on 35,000 feet. Although the planes stay high above these mountains, but in the event of an emergency, such as a pressure leak in the cabin or an engine failure for any reason, the oxygen masks drop automatically. And now the pilot only has 30 minutes. Yes, the pilot has to bring the plane from a height of 35,000 feet to 10,000 feet within 20 minutes, because the average height of the Tibetan Plateau is only 14,000 feet. For this reason, it becomes impossible for the pilot to do so here. High mountains are not the only reason to avoid Tibetan Plateau. In fact, here the plane also has to face very unique surveillance. The air collides with the high mountains present here and goes upwards, which can disturb the balance of the plane. Notes on the number 5 volcanoes. January 2022 in the South Pacific Ocean near the Tonga Islands, underwater volcanoes erupted. Its smoke and ash cloud was so huge that it broke all records in history. This event was also recorded by the satellite, which looks something like this. These clouds of ash were recorded up to a height of 1,90,000 feet in the sky.
इतनी ज्यादा ऊंचाई पर पाए जाने वाले ऐश क्लाउड्स किसी भी प्लेन को आसानी से नुकसान.
The ash cloud emanating from Falcon can also break the windshield of the plane and also damage the engine. On 24th June 1982, a flight from London to New Zealand passed over a cloud on the way to a volcanoes. This was the period when there was no restriction on smoking in the ship. When smoke started accumulating in the ship, at first everyone thought that maybe someone was smoking. But what happened next gave everyone goosebumps. The crew and pilot could smell sulfur in the smoke. Only then did he understand that there must be something wrong. Falcon ash melted in the engine, which shut down all the engines of the ship, and now the plane started losing its altitude. It was fortunate that when the plane reached 12,000 feet from the 37,000 feet, 3 of the 4 engines started and the plane was safely landed there. But after this incident, the pilot stopped flying over the nose of the volcanoes. Number 4 craters look as scary as they can actually cause much more damage than they are, especially the plane passing overhead. There are about 17 asteroid impact craters in our world, while many are also made by mining companies. Although they cannot harm the plane at high altitude, but passing over them at new altitude is not free from danger because they can also pull the plane or helicopter inside them. In fact, the deeper the crater, the hotter its bottom. The hot air at the bottom of the crater travels upwards, and the cold outside air moves inside the crater. Due to this exchange of hot and cold air, an vortex effect is created inside the crater, in which the pulling force would have been generated. Given Whereas very useful strange interference is generated outside the creator. This is the reason why pilots change their course on seeing the creator. Number 3. North Korea is the only country in the world whose airspace is considered the most dangerous, because here the North Korean military launches missiles anywhere without informing. Not only North Korea, but this Japanese Ocean also keeps on firing missiles frequently. Normally, in such a situation, announcement is made several days in advance, and before firing, radio contact is made with all those planes which are close in the airspace. They are warned. This is the reason that commercial flights which only have to cross North Korea now pass by bypassing it. Number 2. The holy place Mecca, city of Saudi Arabia. Prayer is very important for Muslims all over the world. It is believed that mosques are built over the center of gravity of the Haram earth. For this reason, neither a plane nor a bird can fly over it, because the Saudi government has made it a no-fly zone. There are 2 regions to do this. The first is the security region, because millions of Muslims are present in Mecca all the time. The second region is the location of Mecca. Mecca is built on a location that has mountains all around it. If a plane passes over it, the engine noise will double and triple due to echo, which can disturb the pilgrims. This is the reason why there is no airport in Mecca, because if there is an airport, then the plane will be at low altitude during takeoff and landing, which can become a noise pollution bias. Number 1. Area 51 spread over 7,500 square kilometers in the U.S. state, Nevada. This area is part of the top secret base of the U.S. Air Force, which is called Area 51. Area 51 has always been in the wrap of controversies because people believe that the American military is doing research on secret weapons and UFOs here. Although this secret base, hidden under the cover of mountains, is not visible from the ground level, but the base of Area 51 can be easily seen from the aeroplane. To avoid this, the authorities have given the title of no-fly zone to this entire base. If a plane tries to pass over it, first it will be asked to change its course immediately, and if the pilot still does not obey, then the U.S. Air Force also has the authority to shoot out. Thanks for watching till end. Please like, share and subscribe the channel for more interesting videos like this.